We're about 600 meters from the brink. So the river has been scouring away the far side of it that you can't see from the Canadian side.
The famous shipwreck that rests just upstream of Niagara Falls has moved again, bringing it ever closer to a place of no return.
Well, hard to say how long. It could be out there for days, could be out there for years still.
Jim Hill is the superintendent of Heritage for Niagara Parks. He says while there's no way to know how much longer this historic landmark will be around, it's reasonable to believe it's getting closer to the end of its life.
It was made of very heavy metal, and that's why it's been stuck out there for this long. And it seems to have, what was left of it, broken up into 3 big pieces.
The scow itself ended up here back in 1918. It was filled with material for a construction project being pulled by a tugboat. It broke away with 2 men on board and started drifting toward the falls. The men, left with few options, opened the doors, dumping the material and flooding the boat enough to run it aground, allowing a large public rescue to get underway, saving both their lives. And while it sat tight for over a century, in 2019, moved about 50 meters, and then again just days ago.
The poor scow gets stuck, but everybody survives. So it's a bit of ingenuity, cooperation, bravery. It's a great story. So long after the scow's gone, we'll still have the story of the men who were here.
Visitors and locals saying they plan to savor the site just a little extra while they can.
I want to take extra time to learn about it and to take a picture, and then I hope and as I feel like I have been here for so long, still I didn't know about that much. And
it's nice to have it here while you can, because the moment it's gone over the falls, you won't be able to see it again.
In the meantime, Hill says even if it moves again, there are plenty of places to get stuck again before finally going over.
Just the lay of the land here with the river. It widens out after this point. So you see that very heavy white water, but then you'll notice the river calms down a little bit and it's quite shallow.
Shallows being like that darkish area.
You're right, you can see it from here, that it widens out and it gets quite shallow.
He adds while officials are monitoring the old scow, he doesn't believe its deterioration poses a serious risk to the public.
It hasn't shifted more than 50 meters in over 100 years, but you never say never.
In Niagara Falls, David Zura, City News.